Boyfriend lied to me, and I need advice. 20M, 19F. So my boyfriend and I have been together since early December, so we've roughly been dating for 10 months. We live together in our own place, and it's been rocky pretty much our whole relationship, but we try our very best to communicate after any argument, but it always leaves me wondering if we are meant to be together and grow together. I'm a very forgiving person, so I always seem to let everything go. So Saturday, we both woke up around 4 p.m. since we've been staying up far too late because our sleep schedules are wildly messed up. We both were off on Saturday, though, so it wasn't a crazy deal. I woke up at 4, and he was already awake for probably 15 minutes. I got up and took a shower and came back into the bedroom, and he was asleep, so I wake him up and he would not get up. I kept telling him to get up, and he would just throw the blanket over his face or give me a dirty look. This already upset me since it's 5 at this point, and we had planned on getting food after I got out of the shower. He then sat up and threw a pillow at me and started laughing, so I called him an asshole. He finally got up and started throwing clothes at me. He said it was playfully, but it still upsets me because one second you're mad I'm waking you up and throwing a pillow at me, and the next second it's playfully. I didn't take it that way, so I got upset. I didn't say much and just started getting ready. Well, we finally leave the house, and while we're leaving he says something like, "I don't want our day to start off like this." So I explained to him why I'm upset. He blatantly ignores what I said and just goes, "Well, come on." Obviously that upsets me even more. We get in the car and I'm driving because when we get in arguments I like to be the one driving. I don't know why, it just makes me more at ease. Well, we start arguing and finally pull into the Walmart parking lot because I don't know where he wants to get food at. We're sitting in the Walmart parking lot and we're getting into a pretty heated argument for over an hour. Finally I tell him to get out and I say, "This is such a waste of my time." We live about 15 minutes from Walmart. He gets out and calls me an asshole, and then as he's walking I start to follow him with my car because I immediately felt bad. I see he's on the phone, but I didn't know with who, so I just figured he was calling someone to pick him up. He wouldn't get in my car anyway, he just kept ignoring me. So I drive home and I'm there for about 15 minutes, and I was checking his Life 360 and realized he wasn't calling anyone to pick him up. So I follow his Life 360 and go pick him up, and he wasn't even close to our house at that point. He gets in the car and doesn't say anything. So we get home and he gets in the shower and then starts looking around for his key afterwards. He couldn't find his key, so I ask him where he's going. Keep in mind we don't ever hang out with friends really. Since we've been together we've hung out with other people maybe one time. He said he's going to Zach's house, and my red flags immediately start going off, so I asked him if there would be girls there, and he said no, OFC not, just his sister. He then said they'd be going to his mom's work afterwards for food, and he'd bring me something back. So he's still looking for his key, and he can't find it, so we talk for a little bit, and I said, "Why can't you just stay and talk to me about what happened? Why can't I come with you?" And he immediately goes, "No." Well, I didn't think too much of it, and we just kept talking, and he was upset, rightfully so, and I apologized over and over again for telling him to get out of my car. We stopped talking and I go into the bedroom and watch TV because he was still visibly upset. He finally comes into the bedroom maybe 20 minutes later and is kind of smiling and laughing and says, "Can we go get a vape?" So I said yes, and we talked for a little and everything was fine. He didn't end up finding his key, so he never went to go to his friends. We get in the car and I immediately said something about, "I bet you only wanted to go to Zach's because your sister was going to be there, and she's going to bring her friend Riley that you used to hook up with." He immediately got defensive and was like, "OFC, I wouldn't do that. She wouldn't even bring her, and she would let me know if she would and I wouldn't go." So I stupidly believed him. His sister and Riley just started being friends again also maybe 2 weeks ago, and that has been fresh on my mind. Well, everything has been amazing since then, but tonight we took melatonin and fell asleep hard. I woke up at around 2 a.m., and I don't know why, but I immediately thought to check his phone. I never go through his phone anymore because I blindly trust him. Well, I go to the bathroom and click on messages to look at his sister's messages because she's the one he called on Saturday. Well, there was no messages with her, so I thought that was weird. I click on recently deleted, and he deleted his messages with her. My first thought was, oh Lord, was he talking shit about me to her? Nope. She messaged him on Saturday while he was walking home and said, "Do you want to come over to Riley's house? Zach's here too." He said, "Yeah, let me look for my key, I'm coming." She texted him again and said, "Are you coming?" He said, "Yeah, I'm still looking for my key." I went to his Snapchat and there was a message from Zach that said, "What's up, are you still coming to Riley's house?" My heart dropped. He's never done anything like this before. I immediately remember me asking if there's going to be girls there and him telling me no. I remember me asking about Riley and saying I bet she's going to be there and him reassuring me OFC she wouldn't be there. And all this damn time he was planning on going over to her house. I damn near shit my pants. I went to the bedroom and woke him up and immediately started yelling at him. I left and went on a drive and came back and he was still sitting there like he didn't do anything wrong. He said, I wasn't actually gonna go, I just was mad and I knew if I went I would be doing something wrong. Bullshit. You didn't go because you couldn't find your damn key. Keep in mind this girl is pretty. She's not drop-dead gorgeous, but she looks like every basic Instagram model that dresses pretty provocatively. She's not my definition of stunning, but she could be other people's. I'm a very pretty girl as well, but there's always those insecure thoughts in the back of your head, and now I just don't know what to do. I have no way to get my own place, and I don't know if I should stay and forgive him or leave. Please give me advice because I'm honestly so hurt. I made him sleep in the living room, and I will not speak to him. TLDR boyfriend made plans to hang out with ex in the midst of an argument when he's never done anything like this before.